Fine too. Thank you very much. Last week it was very busy for both of us, right?
Yes, yes, teacher. Are you have any problem in the last what Thursday? I think it was Thursday
Last Thursday
with
uh,
avocados.
with the lawyers. Well, it was
With
not a
lawyers.
it's not a problem that requires emergency. It's only that I had an appointment with an attorney because there is a property in Leon that is in legal struggle with family as usual, right?
Okay, okay.
It's a property, it's a building
Yes.
that belonged to an uncle, and my uncle
Mm-hmm.
died, and he was single, so yeah, I'm his heir. I inherited the property from my uncle. It's a building of four pieces, an office and three apartments. And my uncle is or was the owner of the office and two apartments, and my dad has the other apartment,
Mm-hmm.
but he has a second family, so he wants to take the possession of the whole building.
Uh-huh.
And with that, he himself is an attorney, so he knows about law. but
Oh,
but
okay.
one thing is that you know about law, and the other thing is that you can break the law, right? You cannot break
Yes.
the law. I mean, even if you are even if you are Einstein, you cannot say, well, I'm Einstein, 2 plus 2 is 7. No, come on. I mean, I know that you are Einstein, but 2 plus 2 is 4, right? You cannot
Yes.
break the law. So it's the same thing here. And it's just, I was chatting with the lawyers about the procedures and the
Oh, okay.
obligations and responsibilities. It's an interesting case. It's like a chess game, really,
Chess game.
except that in this case, you're not just losing the game.
It's
The,
tables. Tables.
exactly your patrimony, right? So, but
Yes.
well, it's just like a game. So I don't get worried. I don't get angry. I just take it as a chess game, and I try to play by the rules. That's all. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, it's good
This,
feature that it's nothing wrong, nothing
yeah.
very bad, nothing very bad.
No, 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 exactly. No, no, no. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How about you? How was your week?
Fine teacher. I try to remember something relevant. No, I think. No, I'll it's okay. The Thursday, pasado mañana, ¿cómo se diría? Pasado mañana.
The day after tomorrow?
Okay, the day after tomorrow, I have in the institute little tourney of chess,
Oh,
and I
really? Wow. I'm
yes,
sure
and
you're
I'm
gonna win it.
very excited, very excited,
Really?
really.
Okay. Do you have a like a nick, or do you play in a platform or anything?
Yes, teacher in chess.com. There.
Chess.com, huh?
Uh-huh.
Do you know the other platform that I like very much, which is Lichess? Do you know this
Liches.
platform?
Yes, yes, teacher, but I never play in liches, but I see in the web or in YouTube many people that play in liches also. Also.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I like it. I like it very much because it has many features, has openings, has chess problems, chess quizzes,
Oh,
tournaments. I really like it. I have heard of chess.com, and honestly, I haven't played there too much.
uh-huh.
I understand that it's also good, probably very similar to Lichess.
Yes, yes, yes. And have the chess.com every day have a problem or three problems, three easy problems and one very difficult problem. Sometimes chess.com like a diario or each day actualize the problems as many times appear some problems that are problems in elite tournament like one time it's a problem in a partida, ¿cómo sería?
Game, chess game?
Yeah, chess game of Magnus Carlsen and Ian Nepomniachtchi. And in this example, in the real case, Magnus don't see the correct play. And the problem that chess.com give to us is that if we can found this play.
I see.
Yes.
Wow, that's really interesting. Do you know much about chess champions, about their type of game, what they were masters at, openings, end games, uh, positional game, tactical game? Do you
Positional,
know? Do you
like,
more or less?
sorry, teacher, his audio.
Are you familiar
Ah,
with the players, chess players, and their strengths?
okay, of this list, I think that I know the majority, but I don't know Tigran Petrosian. I think Petrosian is the name of some Petrosian. No, I don't know Petrosian. And Wigel Steinitz. I
Wilhelm Steinitz? Yeah,
Yes, this no, this
you
no.
don't know them, but of course
Ah,
you know Anatoly Karpov, Vishy Anand,
yes,
and
yes. The rest I know. Anatoly Karpov is Anatoly Karpov and Garry Kasparov are the two very rivals now at the
very strong rivals, rivals
yeah,
to death.
yes. Magnus Carlsen, but he's the top one already. And in Elo, with Elo.
Yeah,
Um, Bobby Fischer. Some people say that Bobby Fischer is the best player in Anno of history, but I don't know so much of Bobby Fischer. I think no se volvió loco. No sé.
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Well,
no.
that's what people claim, that he became totally nuts. In reality, what happens is that for some reason, himself being from Jewish descendant, his ancestry was Jewish. I think his mother was Jewish,
Okay.
from Poland, I believe. And his father, his biological father, was from Hungary.
Hmm.
Although his mom was a single mom, his father was a physician, a
Oh.
physicist from Hungary, and he started to attack the Jewish people dramatically. Actually, he was restricted to play in Yugoslavia,
Hmm.
and he disobeyed that order. And then, because it was George Bush who started, I think George Bush father who started the war against the Yugoslavs, and that's why Yugoslavia broke up, and
Oh.
they attacked Sarajevo and other places. I think my brother's wife is from Yugoslavia. What is this place? It's, they have Bosnia Herzegovina, and the other one, which is not Bosnia and it's not Herzegovina. My
Oh, I
my
don't know.
my
I don't
sister,
know how. I
yeah,
am pessimo in geographic.
well, she's from there, and there was a war against Yugoslavia. The Yugoslavians dismembered their country, and yeah, so there was an embargo on Yugoslavia. But Fischer decided to play, even if he was forbidden to play there. So the FBI started to prosecute him, and the
Oh.
CIA, because it was an international offense to your country. It's like if they tell you, Luis, you cannot go to Cuba, and then you say, well, why not? I'm a free citizen, and you go. Then the country says, well, we told you not to go because we have an embargo, whatever, right? So they had
Mhm.
this situation with Fisher. So they started to prosecute him, and so he started to attack the Jewish people and
Oh.
say ugly things against them, even if he himself was from Jewish ancestry. So
Okay.
there's a lot of hearsay about him.
Yeah. It's a lot of history, no, of each player. I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But for example, have you heard the name Victor Korchnoi?
No, not sure. This
You're
no,
not familiar with the name of Victor Korchnoi?
no.
He was a defector of the Soviet Union. He was an enemy of the state. Actually, there are movies that talk about it.
Oh no, teacher.
Can,
I don't know.
can you please Google it? Can you
Sorry.
please Google? Can you please
Okay.
Google Victor Korchnoi?
Can you
Uh,
repeat the name, teacher?
Victor
Uh huh.
Korchnoi.
Victor with C or
Victor with K and
K?
Korchnoi with K.
Co-
Korchnoi.
Oh
Victor
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Korchnoi.
yeah.
He's one of the most controversial, if not the most
A Russo.
controversial chess player in history, I think. I would say. In one of these pictures, you see him wearing glasses, dark glasses.
But he. Oh, no, no, no. No, he's dying in 2016.
He died in 2016,
Yeah,
885.
he died in 2016. Okay. And teacher, how is your favorite player of all of history?
Well, there are many of them, but I certainly admire Korchnoi because he was very brave, he was very valiant, and he opposed the Soviet regime. He was
Okay.
opposed, he was in opposition to
Uh-huh.
the Soviet regime.
Oh, teacher, I
Reference-
don't understand this. Sorry.
he didn't like the Soviet system,
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Yes.
so he was an opponent to
Uh-huh.
the in politics. For
Okay.
example, he defected the Soviet Union. He became a defector, a deserter.
Mm,
He was representing the Soviet Union in one of the tournaments in Switzerland, I think. He went to the embassy and he requested political asylum
yes. Okay.
because they didn't give him support, and so they were looking for the challenger of Bobby Fischer,
Oh. Mm-hmm.
and he was playing the last game against Anatoly Karpov, the playoffs,
Uh-huh.
and he was very close to winning,
Yes.
and very strangely he started to lose and lose and lose, and he lost the match.
Oh.
People suggest that Karpov was the man of the system
Mm-hmm.
and that Korchnoi was rebellious. So
Mm,
it became very political, very political.
yes. Yes, it's a interesting history.
Yeah,
And in his opinion, what do you think that is the no your favorites, sino the best? Like if Magnus Carlsen versus Bobby Fischer was winning, no, the best.
the best, I would say that the very best of all would be Mikhail Botvinnik, as they call him.
Mikhail.
Botvinnik. Yeah, I don't know if that's in the list.
No, it's not Mikhail Tal. That Mikhail Tal is also very. They arrive in a very complex position as very sacrifice. I remember one partida, the one chess play of him.
Chess game. Yeah, there are
Yes.
many chess games. In the technical aspect, he's probably my favorite, along
Mikhail
with
Mikhail
Mikhal
Tal.
Tal,
Uh-huh.
probably along with Kasparov, which Tal was the inspiration of Kasparov.
Oh, okay.
He was the inspiration, and also, but the teacher of Kasparov in reality was Botvinnik. Botvinnik defeated Tal.
Mm.
First, he lost to Mikhail Tal in 1960, but the next year, Botvinnik recovered the title
Oh, okay.
just 1 year, and then Botvinnik then played against Smyslov, and then he played against Petrosian. But with Petrosian, there was always the right to a revenge. If you lost to a team, you had the opportunity to challenge him again and play
Oh,
against him the next year. But with Petrosian, the FIDE, which is the chess organization,
yes.
is like FIFA for football, but this is for
Yes,
chess.
yes, yes. Fide. Mhm.
The FIDE didn't give him the right to challenge Petrosian again, a revenge match.
Oh,
So he totally abandoned chess professionally, and he started to train players. And one of the students was Kasparov, and also Karpov and Kravnik. So many of the future world champions were pupils of Botvinnik. So that's why I think that Botvinnik is probably one of the best chess players in history.
but not very recognized, no?
Well, look up that, Google him, please. Google him because he
Oh,
was
yes,
also
yes,
a
but
doctor.
he he's don't have what o sea, he's recognized but not like Gary Kasparov or Bobby Fischer or right now Carlsen, no?
Well, at this time, Carlsen is probably one of the best chess players at the moment, if not the
Yes.
best, probably the best. And look at the description of his game. What do you think of this? What it says? Can you read the top, please?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Magnus Carlsen, his strengths. Ah, okay. It's like his abilities, no?
His abilities, strengths, yes. Yes.
Positional understanding, endgame mastery. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
What do you think of that? He's a perfect positional player. He understands every strength and weakness of the position, but also he's a master of endgames, which is
Yes. Yes. I have heard. Había escuchado cómo sería, teacher.
I had heard.
Ah, okay. I have heard that he's very very good in endgame.
Yes.
But of positional, I don't know how interpretar, ¿cómo sería, teacher?
How to interpret?
Yes, how to interpret his kind of game of, yes, his kind of of games. I don't know how exactly refer, or exactly how player with very very good positional game play. I don't know if I give to understand.
Yeah, that's actually a very good question. A positional player
Mhm.
is a player that takes care of the position, of the formation of this, of the pawns, the coordination of the pieces,
Oh, okay.
the static aspects of the game. For example, if there is an open column,
Mhm.
you will normally double the rooks on the open column. If
It's
there is a hole in the center, you would take a piece, probably a knight, and place it in that hole, in that square that cannot be attacked by opponents' pawns. Um, you take in consideration aspects like a pawn majority on the queen side. If you have, let's say that you have three pawns against two on the queen side.
okay, okay. I'm sorry. Can you repeat this panorama? this pan.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ah,
Let's suppose. Let me open something to illustrate what I'm saying. Just as an illustration.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Let's say that we do this just really quick. Okay. This in chess. Okay. Let's see this. And I'm gonna share this, and yeah, the a positional player can be a player that I'm gonna empty the board.
Okay.
Empty the board. I'm gonna empty it, clean the board, and I'm gonna place pawns. Like for example, three pawns on the queen side, and the white has two pawns, right?
Okay.
And on the other hand, white has four pawns on the king side, and you have three.
Three.
Let's
Okay.
see,
It's
three.
the same number.
The same number, but on the one hand, your king is here and here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
in this case, both you and the opponent have six pawns, but you have a pawn queen side majority,
Yes.
whereas the opponent has a king side majority.
We could acercar, ¿cómo se diría, teacher?
Approach
Approach the king for the queen side, no?
your white king or the black king
No, the white king and the for the yes, 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 exactly, exactly.
to the center. All right, that's the correct strategy. But what happens if you have more pieces? For example, in this position, instead of having just the kings, you have the rooks and the queen. Let's say that you have the queen. Let's put the queen here. And the opponent has also rooks and a queen. Let's do this. And let's place this rook here in the
Mm,
second file. Uh, I mean, the point is interesting. This is the point. I'm gonna get to the
oh,
point.
okay, okay, okay.
The point is that normally the good positional player would advance the point majority. If you have three against four against three, your strategy normally should be to advance the majority, not advancing these pawns because that's going to create a weakness,
Mhm.
but you would advance the king side majority, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And what do you think would the white strategy be? What do you think white strategy should be, in your opinion? What do you
The queen of white could be made one check in c3, and it could and the nets for the pawn of f cover this check, and the queen could approach to the nets pawns of black pawns of a and b, and could be attack them. The nets suma plus more pieces for the attack. No.
Well, but the pawn is defended, very well defended by the rooks and easily by the queen.
Okay, we could double the tower, the rooks in the column C,
Yeah,
or yes, and advance the pawn of yes of C.
exactly. Exactly. That, well, that's actually the best strategy to
Oh,
advance your pawn majority with the pieces behind. The queen can be here, can be
but
here, but that is the best strategy in this case.
mhm,
That's the best strategy. But the only difference is that for white to advance the queen side majority, there
uh-huh.
is no risk. Why there is no risk? Because your
uh
king is safe.
yeah, okay. Hmm.
What happens, Luis, if black starts advancing the pawn majority in the king side? What's going to happen with the shelter of the black king?
um but in the case that we have the pieces here, the pieces in all the pieces defend the pawns of the side queen.
No, in this case,
In this
what do you
specific
think
case,
is the risk of black by advancing the pawns in the king side? What is the risk? What is going to happen to the black king? Is he going to
uh,
be
okay.
more protected or less protected?
Oh, I think the king is still protected, but for the two rooks in the seven file.
Rank?
Okay, in the seventh rank could be protected if he advance, for example, the pawn of f. Um, but in this case, I think that don't no conviene, don't
It is
combine.
not convenient. It is not
Okay,
convenient.
it is don't convenient advance the pawns, the white pawns in f and g and f3.
Right. Exactly. So
Yes.
the normal strategy, and you are correct, very good comment. Normally, you would advance your pawn side majority. That's what the strategy says for positional players.
Mhm.
If white advances 3 against 2, what is going to happen is that you're going to get a pass pawn, right?
Okay.
For
Yes.
example, let's suppose that, let's say that we remove the heavy pieces. We remove the queen, we remove the rook, we remove the
Okay.
rook,
Okay.
we remove this, we remove this, and we remove the queen, right? So
Okay.
if we do this, what is going to happen is that white can advance the pawns. Let's say that black doesn't do anything. Just do this. Black. Let's suppose that black doesn't do nothing, right?
Okay.
So you do this, you do this, you do this, and then anything, and then you take the pawn,
Oh.
take the pawn. You have a free pawn, and you're
Yeah.
gonna queen the pawn, right?
Mhm.
Of course, the king should approach, but if nothing happens, you get a free pawn. And the same situation in the queen side, right? Let's say that white doesn't do anything. He goes away. You do this. You take a pawn, and you run away, which is not right. But let's just say white. The white king is very close to the pass pawn that black can get. It's only 2 squares away. But
Yes.
black is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. The black don't alcanzaría. ¿Cómo sería?
The black what?
De alcanzaría. ¿Cómo sería, teacher?
Wouldn't reach.
Okay. The black wouldn't reach the white pawn.
Exactly. So positionally speaking, you would say that in this position, white has the advantage because he can get a far advanced pass pawn, a distant pass pawn.
But yes,
Whereas
teacher. But if the black king, it's yes, start to goes to the center. I think it's no, don't really clear the advantage, no?
Danger, exactly. That's the way to actually. What you're saying is very smart. That's the way to equalize the game. If a professional saw this position, he would say, White has a slight advantage, a little advantage, but the way to equalize is by centralizing the king.
Yes.
Perfect. That's excellent. But if you were a novice, an amateur, you
Okay.
wouldn't know what to do, and White would probably win quickly and easily. But of
Oh.
course, you have a more advanced level now. But a beginner would start to push the pawns and maybe do nothing, and he would lose immediately like this, right?
Yes. See.
And so yeah, that's the way to equalize the game, centralizing the king. White would, of course, also centralize the king. But we are talking like positional players,
Okay.
not like tactical players, because we're looking at the position. So that's a long answer to your question, Luis.
Yeah. Okay.
And a tactical game, let's say, let's do this.
Tactical.
Tactical game, as opposed to the strategical game, you would see
Oh,
games
teacher,
with a
can
lot.
you at we end this example? Can you teach to me the final in the opposition of kings? I never understand this of the kings have one king have 1 pawn advantage, but the kings move to opposition at it tables.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm absolutely very glad. And that's a very important concept. Well,
Yes,
in
and
this,
I never understand this really clear.
okay, yeah, I'll show it to you in a moment. This, for example, there is a lot of tension. The knight is attacking, the knight is attacking and defending this pawn. Then white can do this, and there may be lots of pressure here, right? So this is a tactical game because there are lots of pieces in tension. So you have to
Oh.
analyze what happens if you take here, he takes here, you take here. So lots of combinations. That is not positional. That is tactical. When there is a lot of tension in
Oh,
pieces,
okay.
that
Yeah.
is the idea, right here or here, for example. So lots of tension. The knight is pinned. The knight cannot move because the bishop would attack the king. So this is a tactical game
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to a positional play. So when you see this, let me share
Oh,
this other diagram. When you see this, what is it here? This description, positional understanding, like Magnus Carlsen, he will understand uh, positions that don't have a lot of contact.
oh, okay. Yes. So positions very, very close, no?
Very, it could be close positions. Exactly. Look at Kaspar. What does it say about him? The opposite, right?
Like the opposite, no? Dynamic play and tactical powers,
Prowess, exactly. Right. And he had a deep Fisher, for example. What does it say about Fisher?
Fisher, tactical brilliance, deep opening, preparation. Profunda. Okay, okay, deep.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
for example, Karpov had this fantastic
Strategic
strategic
planning,
planning,
precise calculation.
precise calculation. Yes, yes, yes. And Anand had a very strong versatility and strong intuition. So,
Versatility, strong intuition. Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
right. So every chess player has had strengths, many strengths, and you see they are just incredible, right? Let's
Yes.
talk about the question that you mentioned a while ago. Uh,
Uh,
the opposition.
oh, thank you, thank you.
Let
For a
me.
study for the Thursday tourney.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look, there is a king here. The basic situation is here.
I
Let's.
don't see the screen yet, teacher.
I'm sorry. Let me share it. Okay. Window. What was the window? Chrome. I think this is it. I believe this is it. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with this. Let's suppose that you play American football. Let me see. What is that? Is that here? The first. Now I'm gonna clean the. I'm gonna clean the board.
Mhm.
Clean the board. I put the king here and then the king here. Do you like American football?
I don't know very much of this teacher. I don't. No, no, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know much about it?
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to uh, edit the board. I don't know why it doesn't allow me to clean the board. And then just place the king and the other king, and that's it. Study. Studied. Uh, you see the screen?
Yes, teacher. I see the screen.
I don't know. It doesn't let me. I'm gonna introduce upon them. Give me a second.
Okay. Okay.
Edit the board, and I put a king here. I put a pawn here,
Mm-hmm.
here, and then the king. All right, this is it. Luis in chess.
Always in chess.
All right, there. Okay. So if I'm gonna the basic thing, let's forget about these two columns for a moment, right? Let's forget about these ones.
Okay.
Let's suppose that you like American football or not too much.
Not too much. I don't know
But
very much.
let's say that you have the ball here, right? And you want to get to the goal here by
Okay.
running. You want to run with the ball, but of course the kings cannot get in contact, right? So
Yeah.
you pretend to move this direction.
Mm-hmm.
How does black avoid that you move to that direction?
To parar.
To stop you, to avoid that
Okay.
you go that way.
To the e5.
E5, exactly. So you say, well, I'm gonna run in this direction.
But what happen if the king goes to d4?
No, no, no. Let's forget about these two columns for a moment. Let's forget
Oh,
about this.
oh, okay, 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 okay.
Let's forget about this. Let's
Um,
just concentrate in this space, in this square.
Only the both kings, no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. The black king goes to f5.
Exactly. And now I say, well, maybe it's time to go back. What do you do?
Plus go again to e5.
F5, E5, right? I go here.
Black king d5, d5.
I continue.
C5,
C5, continue.
b5.
Well, then I say, well, I'm gonna go backwards.
Mhm.
Trying to go this way.
Okay, we could to stop more squares. The black king to c4. No?
C4, that's correct. Exactly right. That's perfect. Let's suppose that black makes an error, a mistake. That he goes here. Now white wins. Now white is able to reach the bottom of the board. What do you do to reach it?
The king can goes to d3.
D3 or C3? What is the
Mm.
winning maneuver to reach the end of the board, the top of the board?
Oh, okay. I think that I understanding. Oh, for to c3, because at the next move, the king don't go don't can't stop all of the castles the casillas of
The
the
squares.
white kings. No, yes, the square.
Exactly, exactly. Let's say that he comes here. What do you do
The white king for b4 b4.
before? No, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna try to stop Luis." What do you do?
For a4, no, a4.
A4 or A5?
Oh, a5, a5. Oh, sorry,
A5.
sorry, sorry,
So he
sorry.
comes here. Now he says, "I stopped Luis," but for a moment
But
only.
now for b5,
B5, exactly. And I have to move again from here.
yes, to a6,
Now
a6,
I come to B8.
to b6,
Okay, now I have to move. Wherever I move here,
at the at another side, not to c7.
C7. And you reach the last rank, right? So
Okay.
that's why they call it opposition, because who has the opposition is opposing the king from moving forward. So I try to
Okay.
move here, you oppose the king. You are opposing the king. You
Yes,
have the opposition. I move here, I cannot advance. I move here, here. And I say, oh,
but
I really want to advance. So who has the opposition
mhm,
impedes the opponent king to move forward.
okay.
That's the
But,
concept.
uh-huh, mhm. Oh,
And if you want to win, you need to have the opposition to advance ahead of the pawn. In this case, if the pawn advances, there is no way to win. It's a draw.
oh,
For example,
for mhm.
yeah, what do you play here as black to draw?
To d5, no?
Yes, I move here.
Mm-hmm.
You have three
Um,
squares.
yeah, I think it's to d6, so it's no indifferent, teacher?
In this case, in this moment, it is indifferent, but
Yes.
not when you are in the bottom. It makes a huge difference. You can
Oh,
win or you can lose. You can draw or you can lose if you make a mistake. In this moment, it's indifferent,
mhm, yes.
but in the last rank, it makes a total difference. So it's a good idea to start using the correct pattern from the beginning. Like go to the center always.
Yes.
For
Okay.
example, I
Okay.
come here. You take the position, right?
To king black king to it is it.
Perfect. I give check.
Yes. To d6.
Always blocking the pawn here.
Uh-huh. And to d7.
Exactly, that's the right answer.
Mm,
Is in this moment, it still is not important. In this moment, it's still indifferent. In this moment,
okay. Okay. Okay.
but not in the last rank. I will show you. What do you play here?
Okay. To d6. Seven. Seven.
Perfect. And now it is here totally important. You have three moves. Two of them lose, and one manages to draw the game.
Okay. I think. To oh I think that if kings go to e8, lost.
Loses, and c8 also loses.
Also, oh, okay, I don't see this.
Well, let's take a look
Okay.
here. What do
Mhm.
you play as white to win?
King for to yes to
c6
c6,
here.
c6.
What do you play to win?
D7.
What do you play to win?
Okay. Now for yeah, to c7.
Exactly, exactly. And let's see the other case. If the
Okay.
king goes to e8 here, how do you win?
Um, uh, Also no, the same way, no,
Right.
yes, to c6, and the d7.
It is not check. That is important to notice. If it is not check,
Mhm.
then white wins.
Oh, okay.
Only move
The king of to c7.
c7. Exactly,
Um,
exactly right.
mhm.
So notice that in this case, it is very important that the king goes to the center. The only way to draw king to the center. Let's see. How do you try to win as white? Let's do this.
C6, the king to. Oh, I think here is important that the black king goes to c8.
That's the only way to draw. If he
Yes.
goes to e8, he loses.
Yes, he loses because the white king advanced to c7.
Exactly. He
Yes, yes.
crowns the pawn. Perfect.
Mhm.
Very good, Luis. So the only way to draw is here. Now, sometimes white doesn't advance the pawn. Check. What do you play?
Only the to the d8. Yes.
And I play only move to defend the pawn, and it
Yeah,
is stalemate, right?
same.
Stalemate is ahogado.
Mhm.
But many players who are very cunning or astute, instead of advancing the pawn, they say, well, I'm going to move here and probably he will make a mistake. Let's say that you play here,
Okay.
right? And then they come here. And then you move here, which is a correct move, right?
Okay.
Instead of advancing, sometimes white makes this move. He says, well, maybe he will make a mistake and move here or here, right?
Mhm.
What is the only correct move?
The only correct move is for the yes for the d7 now.
Is the only correct move. But sometimes black doesn't know the game and he moves here or to the other place, and both of them lose. How do you win this game, Luis?
Okay, I think that if the black king goes to column E of to column C, the white king winning if the goes to another side of column, no. Mm,
In both cases, you can also win with this, or you can win with this. Either
oh
way,
yes.
yeah.
Oh.
Even if black moves here, you also win with this, and
Ah.
you win with this.
Okay.
For example, what do you play after this to win as white?
As well, no, for advance the pound, no.
You advance the pawn. He has to
Yes.
go away, and
Hmm.
what do you do?
The king of e7. E7.
Exactly. And the same thing if you don't go here, but if you go here, what happens?
In this case, yes, to the eight, no, to the
And you
eight.
advance the pawn.
The same case, no, the same
Same
case.
case, exactly. And you
Yes.
make progress and you win.
Okay.
So this
But
is a very, very simple but very, very important endgame, right?
yes, but teacher, what do you think that it could be the pattern or the most easy way to see imagine that we stay in this moment of the tablero, no,
Of the board,
of
chessboard.
the board. How do you recognize if you winning on this of if you don't, of if you are in draw?
In a draw? Okay, that's a very good question. Really good question. Um, the best way to recognize if you win or not is exactly by this position. Who moves? If white moves, it's a draw, right?
Okay.
There is no way to advance the king. But if black moves, then white wins. For example, let me show you this. The only thing that's going to change is
Hmm. Yes, yes.
black to move. That's the only thing. But that's enough to lose the game. So let's say that I play as black. So I move, right? So I move to the left, to
Hmm.
the right. What do you do to win?
To win,
To win as white?
the king of c4.
Exactly, perfect. So now I come here. What do you
Or
do to win?
advance the pawn to d4.
No, if you advance the
No.
pawn, it's a draw. No, it becomes
Ah.
a draw. Even if you advance it two or one squares, if you advance it one square,
Uh-huh.
I draw with this. Now I have the position.
Oh, okay.
Move as white. Try to move something.
The as white, the pawn to d4.
Pawn to d4. Okay, and in the front, I'm blocking the pawn.
The pawn to d5.
I go back to the center. In this case, I still draw with these two moves, but I
Okay.
want to use the discipline of going back to the center always. So what do you do?
The king to c5.
To the front,
D6.
from the front.
King to this d5.
And I know that I have three moves, and one of them draws,
Yes.
and this is a draw.
I move the king to e6.
Come here.
D7. One. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a draw, right?
Yeah.
So if we go back a few moves, like this move, this is perfect. This is a good move. But in this case, after this, you don't want to move the pawn. You want to get in front of the king, gaining the opposition, and now he has to move again.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Where do you move the king?
Mhm.
Where do you move the king?
The black king, it could move to e6, for example, no?
This is what does
The white king to. Oh, okay. I'm going
c5. You are protecting the path for your pawn, but with the king ahead, the king goes up ahead the pawn in front of the pawn, not on the side. On the side is a mistake. This is an error. If the king goes on the side with the pawn, it's a draw. But if the king goes uh, ahead like this, then white wins, Luis. Okay? I don't know if I think you froze a little bit.
teacher. Sorry.
Hybrid, you're back now. Don't worry. That happens sometimes.
Teacher. Sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry. So we're talking
Okay.
about that the king has to go in front of the pawn, ahead of the pawn behind, and the
Mhm.
king ahead.
Yes.
So here, what does
Here
black play? Let's say that black plays this. What do you play as white?
I can advance the pawn. No.
Not now. If you move the
No.
pawn here, again, it's a draw. Play as
Okay.
black to make a draw. What do you play as black to make a draw?
The king to c7.
Then I come here.
To d7.
Now I come here.
To e7, e7, e7.
Exactly. And it's a draw now.
Okay, okay, and I think that I know how recognize. And can you go so so?
Back.
Yes, yes.
So instead of this, what is the winning move for white?
Okay. It could. I don't think. It could be the king to this d5.
Exactly.
Yes.
Perfect. That's the winning way. That's the winning move. You force the king to move away. If he
And lost the
moves here,
opposition. No.
exactly, you lose your position. Exactly. So what do you do to advance? What do you advance?
I can. Oh. Again the problem.
Diagonally, right?
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
you open the path for the king, the pawn.
But if the king goes to c6, don't he exist the risk that he take this pawn in?
Well, in this moment, what do you do to prevent this move? And then this, what do you do to prevent this and this? What do you,
If I'm play as white,
yes, it's white.
d4, no, and I think
Exactly,
I blocked
exactly,
all the squares. Yes, yes,
exactly,
yes, yes.
exactly right.
It's
So
very
if he,
interesting.
yeah, if he comes here, what do
Uh-huh.
you do as white and still win as white?
King to e7. King
Well, if
to
you play king
e7.
to e7, he comes back and he threatens this now.
Oh.
So you need to come back and you go back to the same position. So
Okay, no, 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 sorry. D5, D5.
d5, and the king is still ahead of the pawn, right? Not beside, but ahead the pawn. So let's
Okay.
suppose that black plays here. What do you do to win? Please
The
don't say pawn d6. Please don't say
no,
that.
no, 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 no. The king to this seats. The king.
Exactly,
Yeah,
perfect.
I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Now he moves away. What do you do?
For the e seats, no,
How do you win this?
the white king to e seats. No,
To e6,
ah, sh-
no, to c7, and you protect the pawn's advance until it
okay.
wins. And
It's
now
like
you
a zigzag of kings, no?
zigzag. Zigzag is the
Zigzag of
precise
kings.
name. That's exactly the name. Zigzag movement.
Yes, to
Is-
diagonal. Uh-huh.
And then zigzag. That's the name. You
Exactly.
found. That's the name. You found the name zigzag. Oh,
Yes.
here. I'm sorry. So let me go back. You
Okay.
found the name. The name is zigzag.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. That's a
Yes.
nice name. Here. And
And
then
the kings
fine.
needs to move to the square in opposite column of the king black, no?
Exactly. Exactly. Right. Yes. So let's say that the king now moves to d8. What do you do?
Um. Wait, 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 wait. If mm, the okay the okay we could the king to d6.
This wins. And also in this position, because the king is at the bottom in the last rank, you
Can
can also
win
win.
c4, no?
You can win with d4 also, but this move also wins.
Okay.
This also wins. So he moves away, and now you can advance the pawn if you wish, because you look in two tempos, one tempo, you win the opposition again with this move. Now you win the opposition. So he
Okay.
has to move away. Where does he go?
No, for c8, but I think he's indifferent, no?
It's indifferent. Exactly right. What happens if he moves to c8? What do you play?
The king to c6. No, 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 no. The king to e7. Sorry.
Exactly, exactly right. Right, perfect. And what happens if he had gone to e8? What would you have to
The
be?
king to c7.
Perfect, exactly right. It's the same
Yes,
pattern.
I forgotten. Sorry.
I think you found the right word, the right pattern, and it is the zigzag motion of the king.
Yes, it's
That's the way
like a
to
zigzag of kings, no?
exactly. That's a zigzag. That's the way to win, and it's a perfect definition, right? So if you do that, you're certainly gonna win, right?
Yeah.
So you need to learn this zigzag maneuver, and it's so common with beginners
Uh-huh.
that they just at this time, for example, they move the they move the pawn
Okay,
in order to score,
but
and that loses the game. Not loses,
yes, lose
but
the
now it's a draw.
position, no?
It's a draw now.
Yes.
So you need to be able to, for example, here in this move,
Here's
this
the
win the position,
to d4. Yes.
yeah, and then the zigzag that you mentioned, zigzag, 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 and zigzag. Right
Yes.
here, two moves and zigzag again.
Yes. We can move the pawn when the black kings have a so large distance, no, of squares
Yeah,
of
exactly, because you have two extra tempos. You
the.
have one, two tempos, one, two, right? One,
Yes.
two, you win the opposition again, and now you move this.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, teacher.
No problem, no
It's very
problem. Yeah,
interesting. Teacher,
it's
I think I think the class over in 8 minutes. But are you do you think that we can play so quickly game? No? I know that I lost. I'm gonna to lose, but for only for the fun. For the fun.
yeah, absolutely. But are you a member of Leeches yet? Maybe you can become a member in no
No,
time.
no, teacher, but we can number the place. No.
For example, let me send you the link so that you can become a member. It's for free. I just
Ah,
sent you
well, okay. Yes.
the line and
But I'm
you
need
register.
to start a session, no?
Yeah, yeah, you need to register. Yeah, exactly. So you
Register.
register. I think you go here to the right. I'm gonna close the session, and here it says sign in or register. You see
Hmm.
it? So you click here, register.
Yes, to register. Uh-huh.
You
Yes.
register, and you use your username,
Oh,
any
okay.
name, for example, Luis or whatever.
But for more quickly for aprovechar the tiempo, the time.
To take advantage
Um
of the time,
yes, it could be possible that you start the tablero and for I move, I say the play, no? Like e4 or
I think this is faster. I tell you why. Because uh, with this, we can use a chess clock, and
okay.
the chess clock
Yes.
is you just need to. I mean, you have access to leeches, right?
Okay. I'm going to register so quickly.
Yeah, it's gonna take you 1 minute. It's really, really fast.
Okay, okay. I go.
So
Liches,
username.
liches. Yes, chess in line free. Um, Here's session. Luis, Luis. For a password, Luis again. Luis,
Yeah, but it
Luis.
must be a strong password.
Oh
We
yes.
we recommend that you do this thing of so many letters and numbers and ampersands and this and that.
Um. Yeah.
Okay. And then provide your email because they connected to your email.
Oh, but also don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Ya me lo pidió.
And then you need to agree these buttons that you will not receive time from games from computers. This and you just click
Um.
yes to all this
Okay.
and then register.
Oh, they don't accept my username.
It needs to be more complex. If you put Luis, probably there are other Luises.
Yes.
Put Luis 2024 or Luis in Los Arcos or Luis Hernandez, whatever.
Uh,
Something more.
so many stranger symbols.
Well, whatever, something that you don't forget. But I don't think they accept symbols either. So it needs to be letters and numbers only. I think.
Oh, no, don't accept me. Este nombre, el nombre de usuario
So
de
maybe
son diferentes
Luis
números.
2024 is
Oh, I
already
think it's
taken.
like. Oh, no. No, no puedo poner espacios, creo.
No spaces now. So maybe Luis 1900.
Mm, ay,
Luis
no me
Luisito
deja.
2024.
No me deja. Ah, Luisito 24. Oh,
Luisito 2024 is free, I think.
2020. No,
It's
no.
taken.
Yes, is taken. Dice, el nombre de usuario debe contener solo letras, números, guiones bajos y guiones. El nombre de usuario debe contener solo... Ah, no, me lo repito. um,
Luisito.
maybe... I don't know. I'm gonna to write Luisito. Wait.
Luisito twice.
No, don't accept me.
Does not accept it.
Uh, uh, oh, I can't. Oh, Luisito?
It's already taken.
Yes, it's already taken. Oh, Luisito Chess? Luisito Chess.
Yes.
No.
No, well, Luisito Chess
Oh,
Champ.
Luisito
Luisito Chess Champ. That's available.
Oh, okay. Luisito Chess Champ.
Champ.
No, no.
It's not really.
Ay, asegúrate de elegir un nombre de usuario apto para todos los públicos. No, voy a ponerle un número y luego voy a ponerle un guión por ahí. A ver si,
Okay.
a ver
One.
si con eso.
No,
Pero
Luisito Chess.
no, no,
Does not accept it.
don't, no. Ah, y es obligatorio tener cuenta, ¿no? Para jugar así.
It's mandatory. Yes, you need to. Well,
Yes.
listen, we no, don't worry too much about
For the
playing.
next session.
Next session we'll play a quick chess game, Liz. But try
Okay.
to register. It has many
Yes.
advantages. I recommend that you register here, and you will have a lot of advantages playing here in this platform. It's really, really interesting.
Yes.
And how would you define your style, Luis?
My style for
Yes,
in a play.
in a chess game. Yes.
Oh, I think that I like the positions like it's very tactical positions, complex with
Complex positions,
so many
really,
variants. Yes.
really.
Really, I
Okay,
think this is the positions that I prefer. I don't like the close position. I don't found a correct play. I don't. Me desespera más.
you get desperate, really.
Yeah, this prayer. And I think in the openings I bad. I bad in the openings. I only
Okay,
know the Italian opening and the Española opening, but when I play with black, I can contest if some people start with e4 or with c4, but I don't know. I think that and I think he's very basic, but if
right.
if another people play me d4 as white, and I play d3, and I think D3, I don't know, maybe the next, the C4 and start the Queen Gambit. I don't know nothing of this. I don't know. I lost
Right.
this.
There
Yes.
are many books on openings, but I just sent you a book on tactics, which is an amazing book. I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's a great book.
The Sicilian defense.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
it's tactics in the Sicilian, so it's got a lot of great positions. And this author, he was the trainer of the Russian team. He's extremely good writer, very
Oh,
very good, and the book is fantastic. Yeah, well, you will have to practice your English a little bit more, but I'm sure that you will be able to read it with no problem at all.
are you studying with this book, teacher?
Yeah, I have read many books, but this is one of the books that I've read, and you're gonna love it. It's fantastic. I hope you
Oh,
like it.
okay. I'm gonna to descargue it, to descargarlo. In
To Load it.
yes, to allow it and to traduce.
Well, very soon you're gonna understand it without need of translation. You're just gonna become natural, second nature for you to read in English. You will see. Okay, Luis.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Thank you. I'm going to study for. I don't know study very so much for the Thursday for the tournament of Thursday, but I think no say one aperture and one defense more. I think
Right.
I can.
One opening and one defense. Perfect.
Yes,
But
one
you're gonna
opening.
love the game. The book is fantastic, and I hope you like it. You can read one game every now and then, and you're gonna love it. I guarantee that you're gonna love the book.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care, Luis, and good luck on Thursday. Let me know how you do in the tournament, okay?
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you very much, teacher. Thank
Take
you.
care. See you.
Uh,
What time is the tournament? What time is the tournament?
I need to llegar al instituto. Arrive, no? Arrive se dice llegar.
Arrive at the
Yes, to
institute
arrive to the institute at the seven and a half.
at 7:30 in the
A.m.
morning.
A.m.
In the morning or the afternoon?
Yes, in the morning. It's
Okay. Okay. Very good.
very in the
Very
morning.
early. Very early. Okay.
Yes. I don't know
Okay, Luis.
how. Mhm.
Yes.
Bye, teacher.
How do
Sorry.
you know what? What do you know? How what?
Oh, no sé cuánto vayan a durar las partidas. Quisiera que fueran
How
largas
long?
porque,
How long the games
yes,
are gonna last?
yes, the place and with so con poco tiempo me cuesta más, me cuesta.
Let's just get used to that. All right, Luis. Well, good luck. All the
Thank you,
best,
teacher.
and
Thank you very
hopefully
much.
you win. All right. Take care, Luis.
Thank you.
Goodbye
Bye.
and good luck. Take care. Enjoy. Bye bye.
Bye.